Friends, I spoke with Dr. Niharika Yadav when I was seeking a dental appointment for a very dear friend. The lady was super busy, yet she took the time to accommodate us and speak very kindly to us. So that was the first tick on the box, kindness. Then I reached her and I found her to be, I was actually besotted by her beauty. And I was like, okay, that's another tick on the box. And then, while waiting for my friend, while my friend was undergoing her treatment, I was sitting outside in the waiting area, and the ball was adorned with certificates, with awards, with recognitions, and that was another tick on the box. And I was very, very curious. Got talking to Dr. Niharika and realized that I was talking to not just a doctor, but also the fastest woman in India, and a Ducati ambassador. Presenting Dr. Niharika Yadav, the fastest woman in India. Dr. Niharika, thanks for coming to Life Begins at 40.
Thank you so much, Sanjana. It's a pleasure being here.
It is my honor. So, when did biking start? Before or after you became a doctor?
So my journey of biking started around 6 years back. But before that, I was already a dentist since I've been practicing as a dentist for almost 12 years now.
Kanji.
So biking started just recently, I would say the last 6 years, before which I was working full time as a dentist.
And why biking? And if biking, why is it not a full time thing for you?
Yeah. Sanjana, biking because I guess I was looking for a passion in my life.
Hmm.
I already had a profession running, but for me to really get out of that profession and find a passion that would help me really live my life to the fullest, as I always say in all my talks. I always say that we are confined to a one room setup being dentists.
Yeah.
So any kind of passion or a hobby really gets you going out of that room,
Hmm.
exploring other avenues, and then coming back to clinic after hitting that reset button.
How were you introduced to it?
I had gone to the both international circuit with a friend of mine. He was a biker, so he I met him actually at a friend's place, and then he was wearing this leather jacket and stuff. They'd come back from a ride,
Hmm.
and so we got talking, and then he's like, we're going to both circuit, and we'll be riding. So I was really keen on knowing that because I had been a part of the Formula One. I had been a marshal there, so I knew that there were cars running on those tracks,
Right.
but I didn't know that bikes were also part of a lot of these events. So then I told him, I said, next time you go there, please let me know. I said I would love to join you guys and at least have a look at what you guys are doing.
Hmm.
And truly enough, after a week, he called me. He said, Niharika, we guys are heading there,
Hmm.
and we'll all be on our super bike, so it'll be very interesting. So why don't you also come and just be a part of the event?
Hmm.
So I said, okay, great. So that's it. I rode. I mean, I drove. I went there, and I was just standing there watching all these guys, and honestly, like that passion truly hit me. And how it's like when you just watch something and you say, you know what, I really want to do that.
Hmm.
Like if you watch somebody playing the guitar and you just get so touched, you're like, you know what, I want to learn how to play a guitar, or I want to start singing songs or something like that. For me, just those bikes on the track, that was just a very that was a moment of extreme excitement. And I said, okay, this is something I really need to do. So that's how my journey started, and there's been no looking back since then.
Never thought of taking it up as a full time thing.
Sanjana, the thing is, very honestly, it is a very expensive profession.
Gee.
Per track costs in from 12 to 15,000 for just maybe maximum 1 to 2 hours of riding.
Wow.
Plus the track, yeah, that's a lot of money. And then it's also your tire costs, it's your bike servicing cost, it's your bike cost in the first place. Though I of course race for Ducati, but and I get help from them during my races.
Hmm.
The whole year through I have to pay for my own track cost, my own tires, I have to buy my own bike.
Yeah.
So keeping all these factors in mind, it is a very expensive profession. And unless you really get sponsors to sponsor you and and support you on this journey. I mean, I don't think I can really, decide on doing this professionally in a way where I'm racing the whole year. So that is it. So whatever money I'm making in my dentistry or through my influencer work on Instagram is
Yes.
what goes into my passion. So
You
that's what.
want
That's
your
what.
own passion, so to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, what do you find so
Yeah.
empowering about riding a bike? I mean, I would be scared riding the way you do. You're flying practically on the road.
Yeah. No, absolutely. My top speed, now currently on my new bike is I'm touching almost like 285 to 90. So
Wow,
it's yes,
that's
yes. On
scary.
and imagine when
Hmm.
you even touch a 140 or a 160 in a car, you see the whole car is literally moving. Now imagine us touching those kind of speeds on a two-wheeler.
Hmm.
When you're riding, there's you barely can see anything. You've got your helmet, you've got the visor in front, and your eyes get watery. It's very blurred out until you brake. So it is a challenge for sure.
Hmm.
But of course, when you keep practicing and experiencing the track and learning, you that fear kind of gets out of your system. And
How,
the kind of thrill that I get, I mean, being a male dominated sport, and for me to be there, on my bike,
yeah.
competing with the men, I think that's the thrill. Yeah.
How would you say it has transformed your life?
It has transformed my life in a very big way.
Hmm.
I mean, clinic was going on. I've been a very passionate dentist since day one, since I joined my dental college. I've loved dentistry. I still do. I There's not a single day when I'm bored going to my clinic or treating my patients. It's exciting every day.
Yeah.
But biking has really transformed that aspect of really bringing in more dedication from my end towards my profession. And I feel like I'm living my life to the fullest.
Hmm.
And also the fact that a lot of people message me on Instagram, on Facebook, saying that they are getting very inspired by my journey of being someone who is going out of her way to follow her dreams and her passion, and not just following a profession, but also doing something apart from that. So that also gives me immense happiness, and I feel like it hasn't just transformed my life, it has transformed the lives of many around me, or people following my journey. So that for me is incredible.
Are there other women, many women bikers doing what you do in sports?
There are a lot of women bikers, as in a lot of women have come onto two wheels, riding on the road and everywhere. But when it comes to track racing,
Gee.
there are women who are racing in the 150, 250 cc class on those bikes. But in terms of super bikes, of course, there's me, and there's another girl. Her name is Kalyani. So Kalyani has recently come onto both circuit as well, and she's also working on her performance, and so I would say that as of now, in terms of super bikes in India,
Hmm.
of course we are the only two women who are doing this.
Fabulous. You're carving a path for
Mm.
other women.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So, tell me
Thank
something. Why do we as humans resist taking up challenges in life? And what is the symbolism of motorbiking?
I think the reason why we the fear of failure, that is the first reason why I mean, that's the biggest reason I feel people often take everything in life or any challenge, they're scared of venturing into it. It
Hmm.
is the fear of failure.
Hmm.
So before you can even get into something and really understand what the outcome of it will be,
Hmm.
in the first step we decide that I'm not sure this will work.
Hmm.
And my ideology in life has been that till you don't do something, you'll never know where that goes or where it reaches, or there will be failures for sure.
Hmm.
But when you venture into something you want to do, and with your gut instinct, and knowing that you're a person who has that passion in
Hmm.
life, you will find a solution to those failures. You will know how to overcome those challenges. So that's what I feel. And in terms of the symbolism of biking, I would say is the word passion in itself. For me, that word, as you've seen, I've I've been using this word all along, and I always use it, very, happily, because I feel like the word passion sums up to everything.
Yeah.
It sums up to interest, it sums up to your hobby, it sums up to love, it sums up to discipline, everything at all. So yeah, the word passion in itself is the symbol of biking. That's what I would say.
And biking to me seems extremely dangerous and risky. Yeah. And then on the other hand, you have such a responsible profession of being a doctor. So that's
Yeah.
just such different things. And how do you marry them? What makes Niharika be two
Yeah.
such different personalities in one body?
So in terms of responsibility, in spite of the type of speeds that we touch and the kind of bikes that we ride, even bike in terms of biking, we are very responsible in what we do. We wear proper safety gear. We are monitored while we're riding by race control completely. And also, I make sure that I'm responsible enough to share the message on all my social media platforms, in terms of proper road safety as well. I always say that when you pick up a bike, you have to be responsible enough, not just for yourself but also for the people around you.
Hmm.
And proper, wear proper safety gear, proper helmet, proper riding gear. That's very important to maintain. If you want to ride fast, and you have that passion to ride a bike fast,
Right.
I would say, do it probably on, come to the track,
Hmm.
have a track session, do those those speeds over there, but on the road be responsible. So that's one thing. And in terms of me, as you said, marrying the whole, or the amalgamation of Niharika the biker and the dentist.
Yeah.
I think that's my identity.
Hmm.
That's the reason I'm even here on a Zoom call today. So I think that's something I have managed to juggle. And that's something, I think it's all been about my thought process, or the
Hmm.
way I was conditioned as a child. To know
Yeah.
that you don't need to just study. You have to also be into extracurricular activities. My parents always put me into a lot of sports. So even as a child, I was a horse rider. I
Hmm.
was a badminton state level player. I was a basketball zonal player. So I was doing so much, as a child, that for me to transform into an adult and then say, okay, I will only follow a profession, was not something that felt very normal.
Yeah.
So yeah, so for me, and I always tell people, I said, as a child, even in school, you're conditioned to know that you're not just studying, you're also going for your PT classes, or you're going for your other, your katha classes, or those kind of, that conditioning in school is to understand that life is also a balance of extracurricular activities and of course your curriculum. So why do we as adults not adopt that thought process, or get into that? Why do we just put ourselves into only work?
True that. True that. So, एक चीज बताइए, if your parents, I'm sure, they sound like very supportive parents, and I'm sure they must have been super thrilled that you were studying to become a doctor, right? How did
Yes.
you take to
Yeah.
your biking?
What was their response? I
Yes,
mean, my father was a fighter pilot in the Indian Air Force.
G.
Uh, he also used to, I mean, he was, along with his work and his flying, he was also doing, participating in rallies, representing the Indian Air Force.
G.
And I don't think it really came as a shock to my parents in any way. It did. Of course, until they came and saw what I really did. They knew I was into racing and biking. But my father actually didn't come for my first race. He ended up coming for the second one.
Yeah.
And when he came in, I mean, he was, while he was thrilled, somewhere he had not expected that these are the kind of speeds that my daughter touches, or this is what she really does. But
Yeah.
you, not once have they ever discouraged me from racing or going to the track. In fact, my father will always tells me, he's like, you have track day coming up. Why aren't you going? Or, you should be more regular, or something on those lines. Post COVID, I mean, so he's always encouraged me, and they feel very proud of what I do. My mom is a little scared with with seeing me and watching me race,
That's a mom.
but that's mom's absolutely. But she also is. She still supports me. She's scared, but she still supports me. Because she knows how happy it makes me and how passionate I am about it. So that's my journey. Yeah.
How wonderful. And have you ever had any accidents or something that put a fear into you and then you had to overcome and get back to biking?
I've
Any
never
mishaps?
touch wood. I've never had any of those experiences riding on track.
Hmm.
I've never had those experiences on track so far. But I've had a accident on the road, which I always mention and talk about.
Yeah.
So that experience definitely shaped my journey. Or I would say today, if I had to look for a profession like biking,
Hmm.
where there was so much of a adrenaline rush, or that thrill and stuff. I think it also came from that aspect of going through an accident, which taught me that. Life is truly lived each day as it comes, and to not take life for granted, because we're on a journey where we don't know what's in store for us, even a minute post, so that's what I feel, that life has to be lived each day as it comes, of course, but you have to live life to the fullest.
Yeah. That's true wisdom and how to practice. So, some quick questions now, quick fire questions.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful. So,
Surely.
what is Niharika's favorite pastime outside of biking?
Niharika's favorite pastime outside biking is catching up with her friends for chai.
Hmm.
Yes.
Marriage plans? I have very many friends wanting to know that.
Niharika is currently single, and she is looking for her Prince Charming. She hasn't found him yet, so as soon as she does, marriage will definitely happen. My best friend is my mom is my best friend.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
A recent book that you have read.
You Can Heal Your Life by Louis Hay.
Hmm.
I know this is a quick question, but it's a very good read, and it is a reminder, for you to really always keep yourself in a high vibration state, which is where you achieve in life.
That's my go-to book also.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
really good. It's such a good read. It's such a good read. Every line pushes you to really understand that you cannot sulk even for a second, because you're just putting so much of negative energy out there into the universe. So it really, brings you up to recognize that, being happy and pepped up and working on your challenges is the way to go forward.
Absolutely,
An
absolutely.
amazing book.
What is your idea of fashion?
For me, fashion is, of course, leathers to PP kits to yeah, that's been my journey. But yeah, fashion for me is definitely
Hmm.
comfort, and also I'm not really a person who believes in just in brands as such.
Hmm.
So I'm somebody who loves experimenting with new designers. Sometimes even occasional visits to Sarojini Nagar.
Ah,
So that's what I feel. Fashion is all about. It's not about the money or the label that you put to it.
hmm.
It's all about finding the kind of garment that you feel comfortable in, and so that for me is fashion.
Your most memorable moment so far.
My memorable moment would have to be my race, when my parents had come to watch me race. Yes,
Hmm.
and when on track, my father had tears in his eyes when I was about to start the race.
Hmm.
So that was very special for me, to just see him having moist eyes before I was leaving, and I was the only female on the grid. So I think he felt really proud as a father to see his
Yeah,
daughter amongst all those men competing.
I'm feeling proud. I do. I hardly know you. I don't know you so much. I am feeling
Thank
proud.
you so much.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I know.
you know, it's a beautiful
Yeah,
feeling, and just to be interacting with somebody who has experienced this and brings it to you on the table is just
thank you.
fabulous.
It's fabulous. It's
Yeah.
amazing, really.
So, what do you think you are over and done with now?
I am definitely over and done with 2020. Yeah, that's the only thing I want to be done with. A year that's been extremely transforming also in many ways.
Hmm.
But yes, a year that really brought a lot of bad news.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping that we walk away from those challenges and we walk away from the experience we've had last year.
Hmm.
And just I just felt like there was a certain energy that we walked into 2021 with.
Yeah.
So that I think that's what I'm done with, to just get over that phase and get into a new year with new energy.
Absolutely. And I think we've started it on a good note and it's going to carry forward the same, right?
Absolutely, I completely agree.
Your
I
favorite
completely agree.
drink. Your favorite drink.
My favorite drink has to be chai, masala chai, because yeah, there's a big joke even amongst my friends. So whenever, even when we go out and everybody's like, let's get a drink, the first thing they're like, Niharika ke liye masala chai mangwana hai. So I would say absolutely. I mean, for me, masala chai is like I start my day with it.
Hmm.
When I catch up with my buddies, also I'll always tell them, "Chalo, let's go to Chayos or let's go to Chai Point." And they're like, "What? No." Yeah, so yeah, that has to be my favorite drink. Yeah.
And your favorite song.
My favorite song is Hotel California by the Eagles, because I grew up listening to that song as a kid. I have fond memories.
Hmm.
So yeah, that has to be definitely be one. I have another one actually. The other one is Danger Zone,
Yeah.
which was featured in Top Gun, the movie, which is my favorite movie.
Hmm.
And that song is what really peps me up. So sometimes I'll actually play that song before I'm getting on track.
Okay. And you can't
I
listen
truly
to
feel like
music when you're.
I'm saying I feel like Maverick.
Yes. I was so young. I was in my early teens when the movie came out. It was
Oh,
pure
that is my
love.
favorite movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie, and I had biggest crush on Tom Cruise, of course, back in the days.
Yes.
But even that song kind of stuck, in my head, and I listened to that song, on and off. So that has
Wonderful.
to be my
Your biking
yes,
song. Okay,
my
so
biking song, my biking anthem.
yeah, biking anthem. So how do you stay so fit? ये बताओ पहले.
I have to stay fit because my profession of not just biking but dentistry also, is a profession where for ours, where we have our necks, we're bending down,
Hmm.
which can be very, I mean, a lot of cervical problems, a lot of spondylitis issues, a lot of dentists face those
Hmm.
kind of issues.
Hmm.
So I have to stay fit if I want to work on more patients, and I have to also stay fit because as a racer, we need to be very fit. We need to have good core strength. We need to be able to last those 8 laps of our race. And if we don't have those kind of staminas or core strength, we'll not be able to survive even 2 laps
Hmm.
at that speed, on such powerful machines.
Yeah.
So I go to the gym at least three to four times a week.
Hmm.
I focus on my diet, especially around my races.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how I keep fit.
Is
Like that.
Dr. Niharika Yadav, the biker, going to be at 40?
At 40, I see myself as somebody who's probably strapping on a baby and going on a ride. Going on a ride around India. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. I see myself as
Okay.
that. Somebody who's been there, done that, and is now, still pursuing her passion,
Hmm.
but with other responsibilities. Yes.
Beautiful. Lastly, any tips you want to leave behind for those who would like to take up biking?
I actually would like to give tips on people who want to get into biking and otherwise also.
Gee.
It would be that, it would be the same message, which is that overcome your fears or your challenges in which you have in your own head,
Gee.
of whether you can do it or you cannot do it. If you're somebody who's looking at getting into biking, there are a few schools like Eagle Riders or Let's Ride.
Oh.
Go there, get onto a bike,
Hmm.
learn how to ride a bike, see if you like it. A lot of times people get into it and then they realize that no, this is not for me. And then I've also met people who have gotten started riding and then they've gone in so deep, achieving a lot of milestones in their lives. So go out there. Don't be lazy to really start. And once you're on the bike, you'll find the tribe that you can vibe with. There are a lot of people who are riding these days. And of course, it depends. Even in biking, there are different types of biking. There's motocross, there's cross country, autocross, there's racing or track riding. So you need to really understand as to what kind of biking are you looking at, and then venture accordingly, and you will find the right people on these platforms. So that is my advice. And in general, the biggest advice I would like to give, especially to women, is that have a passion in life. uh, Take out time for yourself. That's the most beautiful thing you can do, and that is the biggest blessing, that apart from having the responsibilities that you do,
Yeah,
which as a woman, we multitask and juggle those responsibilities. But you are also your responsibility to yourself, where you keep yourself happy, and focus on yourself and do things for yourself. So do that, make yourself happy as well, and follow a passion, find a passion, no matter what that is, whether it's just cooking, or whether it's gardening, or it's anything at all. But do venture into that aspect of your life, and you will be a much more happier person when you live that life.
precious words indeed. Thank you.
Yes.
I know I said that was the last question, but while you were speaking, I wanted to also ask you, what are the three things that you would like to do in the next 5 years?
The three things that I would like to do.
Yeah.
um so I would, the first thing, related to my dentistry.
Hmm.
I would definitely like to get into a setup with more dental chairs, as an expand into a setup where we have more dentists working along with me on this project of Dr. N's Dentistry,
Hmm.
which is about providing ethical, trusted, and affordable dental treatment, which is my mission. And so that would be, of course, my dream to expand, of course. And then in terms of biking, I would love to work on my timings. And yeah, just because as racers, I mean, we go to track, we practice because we want to do better timings.
Right.
So that is my goal, that I cut down a lot of seconds on my bike. That is definitely my goal. And of course, the third one would definitely be to find my Prince Charming, and have a happy ever after.
Absolutely.
And if my Prince Charming also loves riding bikes, that would be amazing. Yeah, because then we would both probably go on a world ride on our bikes.
What would that be? I wish you
Yeah.
lots of love and luck.
Thank you so much. I
And
hope next time when we do a Zoom call, I will, yeah, I'll probably be sharing screen space with somebody else.
yes, absolutely. Really taking the call out of your new clinic with several chairs there.
Wow. Absolutely.
Yeah,
And I know it will happen. Yeah, because
so
I will make it
it's
happen.
really manifesting.
Yes.
So thank
So
you
that's it.
so much for your time and coming on Life
Thank you so much.
Talk. Thank you.
Thank you so much.